Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for watching. Today I am sharing like a full coverage, I guess you'd call it, of the Sephora VIB sales, Sephora spring sale event, whatever you choose to call it. There is an amazing sale going on at Sephora right now and I'm gonna talk about all of my favorites with you guys. Everything I'm talking about is gonna be linked in the description bar below for you guys to shop, so make sure that you check that out. I'll also have like hair, makeup details, like outfit details, jewelry, everything's gonna be down there, so make sure to check that out. And while you're down there, don't forget to click the subscribe button. I'd love to have you join the fam and even follow me on Instagram. I post a ton of this stuff on Instagram. You can follow my husband and I on our vlog channel for more lifestyle content. Enough talking, let's go ahead and get started. Something else I do want to say before I get into the video is I'm going to do pricing and I'm going to put that on the screen, but that is retail price. I'm not going to put the sale price because it may be different for you depending on if the product's on sale on its own or if you're in the 20, 15, or 10% off like tier. So do keep that in mind that the prices you're going to see on the screen are retail. All right guys, so I am going to talk about everything that I love from Sephora. I have a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to try and kind of talk quick. But if you don't know, basically the Sephora VIB sale, you're actually gonna hear me call it both because it technically is called the Sephora Spring Sales Event. A Sephora employee told me that. But I think it's always just kind of been known, or maybe there are separate things, but I hear it basically generally called on Instagram Sephora VIB, but it's the Sephora Spring Sales Event. So in this, basically you get to shop a percentage and a date based on your tier. So I am a Rouge tier at Sephora and you get to start shopping today on the 9th of April. You get 20% off with code OMG Spring. You can use that now through the 19th and like unlimited number of times, and you will get 20% off every time. If you're a part of the VIB tier, I believe you get to start shopping on the 13th of April and you use the same code OMG Spring for 15% off. And then if you're an insider tier, which is free account, you don't have to spend any money to be an insider, I think you get to start shopping on the 15th of April. Same code, OMG Spring, and you get 10% off. So it is similar to the Nordstrom sale in the sense that like there are tiers and dates based on your status within the company, but if you're Rouge, you get to start shopping today. So I will start out by telling you the things that I bought from the sale. Oh, I'm so excited. So the first thing I purchased is actually the NARS full-size bronzer. I got this little baby bronzer in with my birthday gift from them last month and I loved it so much that first thing I did this morning when I woke up was I added this to my cart. The color is Laguna and it is just like a really pretty true brown on my skin. It's not too purple, it's not too orange. It looks really, really nice. So I did get a full size of this, but honestly, this is like a travel size and it has a lot of product in it. So that's one of the first things I purchased today, along with the Giorgio Armani foundation, the Luminous Silk. I got a sample of this in the other day with a Sephora order and I was so mad because I thought I selected the correct shade to be sent to me in a travel size, and I got a shade so dark it like couldn't even be used as contour. Like it was way too dark for me, but I did kind of get to play around with it and like kind of rub it on the back of my hand, and I was like, okay, like I kind of see what people are talking about. So I did go ahead and purchase the Giorgio Armani foundation today, and I cannot wait to get that in. The sale is honestly, what I would use it as is a time to purchase things that you may not always purchase, or things that you like sometimes purchase but they are a higher ticket price. Of course you can restock on items, but if every single time without fail you use the exact same mascara and you go to Sephora for it, I don't know, I necessarily wouldn't use this time to buy that product. I would use this just to buy those like splurge items, those items that you've really been eyeing and maybe aren't sure about trying, but that's just me. The other item that I bought is a pretty high ticket item, but I was so excited. So I bought the full Artiste brush set from Sephora and it is like a $370 brush set. It is so crazy expensive and I wanted it for a while after I saw Amy Jackson talk about it. She did a little like demonstration on her Instagram stories and I cannot for the life of me find it. I tried to go back to her Instagram and find it, but I couldn't. And she basically showed the difference of like what her foundation brush versus what the Artiste brush did when she was like putting on her makeup. And then she did one for her eyeshadow brush versus the Artiste eyeshadow brush. And when I was watching that, I was floored. I could not believe the difference in the way those two looked. So I knew that the Artiste brushes are sold at Sephora, so I did save some money up and bought them today. They are originally $370 if you are a Rouge member. They are also on sale right now, like regardless of your tier status. I think they're on sale for like $260. With a 20% off in Rouge status, I got them for $200. I was so stoked. So I cannot wait for those to come in. Again, they are like a lot higher priced, but that's kind of what I wanted to do with the sale, was buy those pieces I've been eyeing and thinking about, but necessarily hadn't like pulled the trigger on yet. Now for the things that I actually already have and love, I will start out with, and this is probably no surprise to you guys, but the Isle of Paradise products. So I have the self-tanning water. I get the purple, which is considered the dark in the Isle of Paradise products, whether it's the mousse or the water. I just prefer the purple. So if you are into self tanning, and these are also on the Clean at Sephora list, which is amazing and that's important to you, I would go ahead and pick some of these up. I did get the self tanning drops finally for my face and my hands, but I have a backup of the water here, and then this one that I already have opened and been using. Isle of Paradise has become one of my favorite self-tanner brands, and they also do have those water refillable packs, and they seem to constantly stay out of the purple. At the time of filming this, they don't have the purple like water refill, so I will keep an eye out for that until the 19th. Hopefully at some point they do get it restocked, but I love the self-tanning water. I love all of the Isle of Paradise products. I think they just make the best tan. I love that they're on the Clean at Sephora list, and I love how smooth the tan goes on and how it's not like, it doesn't smell bad. I do have a full self-tanning video up, by the way, if you want to check that out. While we are talking about sun products, I do want to talk about the Super Goop sunscreen. I don't have any with me right now. I actually ran out of it, and I really liked the regular Super Goop sunscreen. There were some foundations I couldn't wear it with though, so I think I am gonna go ahead and pick up the matte version. That was the only reason I wasn't super crazy in love with it, was because some foundations it looked absolutely amazing under, and some it like broke up the foundation, but I have really oily skin, so that is for sure probably what it was. I think if I was to get the matte version, I would be fine. But also right now, you guys know I love the Fenty sunscreen. Like, that is my favorite sunscreen to wear under makeup or just by itself. So I kind of go back and forth, like, should I buy the matte just to see if I like that one a little bit more, or should I just stick to what I absolutely love and already have a backup of, because it is so good. But everyone raves about Super Goop. Again, I had a good experience with it. It was just some foundations I couldn't wear it under. So maybe pick that up in the sale if you want to, but wear sunscreen under your makeup every single day, on your face, on your neck, on your chest, on your hands, at the bare minimum, guys. I know, but it takes like 2 extra minutes to your routine. Like at the most, it adds 2 minutes to just put sunscreen on and protect your skin from the sun. And the last sun product is actually the Saint Tropez with Ashley Graham Self Tan Luxe Whipped Cream Mousse. Y'all, I used this for the first time the other day, and I literally stopped mid one. I had one leg completely done, and I bought more before I finished the other leg. I'm actually very overdue for a self tan right now, but this is a mousse, and I have never in my life seen such little product go so far with a mousse before. Like, you spray the tiniest bit of this and it like shoots up into a big pile on your hand. It spreads easy, and it makes the most gorgeous self tan. All right, moving into skincare. So I have a lot of skincare. I literally just put up a skincare video like 2 days ago, and it covered every single product I love in that video for my skin. And a couple of the things I talked about, I did get from Sephora. So the Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser from Youth to the People. I saw this one is in the sale as well. This is a really good face wash, especially for sensitive skin, for sensitive skin. You can see I use a lot of it. The only downside, and I did talk about this in that video, is that it is a very watery formula. So if you use a like Clarisonic face brush, or any face brush, honestly, just be careful, because it does kind of run down really quickly and it can kind of get in your eyes. But that is the only downside to this product. I really like this face wash. Plus, I love Drunk Elephant products. So when I filmed the video, I had only used the polypeptide cream. This is one of my favorite night creams. Drunk Elephant products are 155% worth the hype. They make your skin glow like no other. So I bought this the other day. I have a backup of this because I did not want to run out. This has lasted me for a very long time. So again, it's like a higher ticket price item, but it is very good. You can get it on sale and it lasts for a hot minute. But when I filmed the video, I had not yet tried the baby facial from Drunk Elephant. And I was a little bit nervous. I had read some things about it tingling, but if you have ever tried the Peter Thomas Roth pumpkin mask, that burns 10 times worse than this one. And honestly, it doesn't burn that much at all. And for someone with sensitive skin, I mean, I'm pretty sensitive to that. When I put it on, I mean, the tingling literally lasted for like 10 seconds. Like, it was nothing unbearable. And people just talk about how it was the most painful thing ever. And I'm like, I don't quite understand. Maybe I just have a higher like pain tolerance threshold, but do not be scared to buy this because you hear about the tingling. I promise the PTR pumpkin mask is way worse. So this, you put it on like once a week, I think is what it says. Yeah, you use once weekly. You sit it on your skin for about 20 minutes and then you rinse it off and put on this Virgin Marula luxury facial oil that comes with this, and the tiniest amount covers your whole face, and your face literally feels like a baby's butt. Like, I totally get the baby facial thing, and it makes your skin glow. Like, truthfully, if you have ever had a facial, you know what glow I'm talking about. It makes your skin so beautiful. Like, I woke up the next morning and I was like, whoa, who is she and what have you done with her skin? Because that is like, it was amazing. This is a Laneige, I think is how you say it, lip sleeping mask. I did buy another one of these today in the same berry like flavor because I just really like this one. I am not going to need it for a very long time because I've had this for a hot minute and I still am not close to being done with it. The smallest amount goes such a long way with this, but I did want to make sure I have a backup because this is one of those products that like I just know I'm going to use till the end of time. This Dr. Jart Tiger Mask, I actually just very recently purchased this. Like, this came in, I think it was actually earlier this week, maybe even at the very tail end of last week, and I was floored at how this color corrected my skin. So I have mild rosacea, lots of redness, and I actually knew I was gonna be filming this video, so I did go ahead and take a picture. This is what my skin looked like prepped with just moisturizer and my sunscreen on, a little bit of eye cream, nothing else, but you can see that I have a lot of redness. And then this is the picture of my face after I use the Dr. Jart mask. And oh my gosh, do you guys see how it canceled out that redness? I did kind of look through the TikTok comments a lot about this mask because that's where I heard about this. It was like one of those things that just blew up on TikTok. And I can't kind of seem to get a direct answer, and it seems like no one really can. Some people in TikTok like comment sections would say, can it be used as a CC cream if I just set it with a powder? And basically the consensus was kind of like, I don't see why not, but I don't think that's what it's meant for. So you want to set it with a powder and use that as a CC cream, like, more power to you. I will probably only ever use this product as an actual like under the makeup product. I have it on today. The pictures were taken today, and y'all, it just like, it makes my skin so, like, I almost wonder if that's what my skin would look like if I didn't have rosacea or hormonal acne, because Mother Nature is coming to visit again, even though I felt like I just saw her. Yay for hormonal bump. The Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation is my #1 like talked about foundation of all time. I have talked about this since I think 2017 or 2018 when I first got married, and this was the foundation that I wore on my wedding day. I get people requesting like to share a dupe for this that they can wear on their wedding day, or you know, drugstore foundations that are very similar, and I'm like, no. Like, I saved up my money and I bought my makeup gapped out in time so that I wasn't dropping like hundreds of dollars on my wedding makeup all at once. When it comes to your wedding, don't try and like cut corners. Spend the money on this foundation. It is the best foundation. I wore it all freaking day. I think I put my makeup on at like 9 or 10 in the morning on my wedding day. It stayed on until 3 a.m., 2 a.m., somewhere in there the next day when we got home, and it looked the exact same as it did the moment I put it on. Anytime you put this on, it's gonna make your skin look like glass. My mom loves it, I love it. My sister-in-law marrying my brother in a month, and this is the foundation she's wearing. We're all gonna be wearing it because it is the best foundation ever, like just of all time. The colors I wear when I'm pale, so I wear Shell when I'm pale and Fresco when I'm tan. Y'all, just hear me out, okay? Don't try and dupe. When it comes to your wedding day, don't skimp out. Those pictures are forever. This is the foundation. So, I was gonna mention this product and I was gonna tell you guys how much I love it, but like, there's no product left. So that should tell you how much I love it right there. But this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I adore this powder. I actually have the bronzer too, and if you're only gonna pick one, I really do recommend this one. And because of the size of this little compact, it's great to carry in your bag with you. But yeah, I really think this one just like kind of speaks for itself. Like, I love this product. Can you tell? I wear the color 1 in this and it is really nice. And let me go ahead and tell you guys what color I wear in the bronzer just in case. Now the bronzer is absolutely amazing. You can see the difference in the size though. The bronzer is very big. And I wear the color 3 in this. It's a huge, huge pan. And I use this a lot. So a little bit does go a long way with both products, but I mean, I use this one a lot and you can barely tell. So color 3 for the bronzer and 1 for the powder. Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. The best of the best. Again, this is one of those products when my sister-in-law actually marries my brother and actually becomes my sister-in-law. She is using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I'm using it, my mom's using it. We are all gonna have this powder going that day because it is the best setting powder ever for just overall setting, for baking. I have tried dupes out there. They don't make it the cut. They're not as good. And I have literally tried them all. And there were some that I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the best setting powder ever. And then when I actually got my hands on the real stuff, I was like, oh no, nope, that's it. This is the standard Laura Mercier setting powder. Yeah, I wear translucent, so really nice. And then the last makeup products I have are Fenty. So I just love Fenty stuff. Like, people, I've said it before, I'll say it again, people are always like, oh, Rihanna's not making any more music. And I'm like, we don't care. We don't care because now we have Fenty. And that's the best part of her. And I don't need Rihanna music anymore if it means I can get more Fenty, okay? I know that's not how it works, but I'm just trying to be dramatic here. I have 3 of the glosses. So if you're only gonna get one Fenty product, I do recommend it be these. I love the glosses. I have on this one today. It is the color Sweet Mouth. I also have Fussy and Fenty Glow, all so gorgeous, last for so long, make your lips feel really hydrated, and they're just gorgeous lip colors. Like, her stuff is amazing, and they do last a lot longer than an average lip gloss in my opinion. Of course, if you eat, you know, you wear a mask, it's gonna come off, but for the most part, these last you all day long. And then I recently picked up the Stunna Lip Paint in Uncuffed. Y'all, this is so good. Now, it's a little bit darker than what I do like to usually wear in the spring and summertime. This is more of a fall color, so do keep that in mind, but still very pretty, like a true mauve color, very creamy, lasts for a long time. I mean, honestly, Rihanna cannot do wrong when it comes to, like, I have not tried a single product from Fenty that I was not absolutely crazy about. And now we are on to hair. I have 4 things I want to talk about here with you guys, and I think the first one is not going to be a shock to you. A lot of you guys, actually, when I had shared a couple reviews about this, you said you had waited to buy it until the Sephora sale because this is one product that goes on sale. I believe they have a gift set is the one that's in stock right now. I'm not sure how restocks quite work with the VIB sale. I'm sure they're like normal. They do still restock products, but the Dyson Airwrap is on sale in the Sephora VIB sale, you guys. That's amazing. I've done a couple very lengthy reviews on the Dyson Airwrap if you want to go check them out, but I want to just say it here again because I do always get people who are like, oh, you can buy something that's the exact same product for much cheaper, and I always have to correct people and say that is actually not true. You can get a round brush that will dry your hair, just like one of the round brush attachments in here. That is complete fact. However, you will not get something that has multiple attachments like the Dyson Airwrap, and you will not find a product on the market, trust me, I have searched high and low, that is going to measure the temperature of your hair so many times throughout just 1 second to make sure it's not damaging your hair. You will not find that. I actually was a big fan of the Revlon One Step Volumizer for a very long time until it one day just broke. And when I went to get my hair cut, and I like had to get it all completely cut off last year because it just wasn't growing anymore. Like, I wanted it to be down to my waist and it had just completely stopped. And I told my hairdresser, I was like, we're just gonna have to cut off what's dead. And she cut off so much hair. And as I was looking at it on the ground, which first of all is like really disgusting, you know, like if it's on your head, it's not gross, but if it's like in a pile on the ground, it's really nasty. curiosity, I was looking at it and I was like, oh my gosh, and a light bulb went off. And I realized, to be someone who takes such good care of her hair, I use all the masks, I use all the shampoo, I use all the heat protectants, all the conditioners, everything. But the thing that I had just been adding to my hair very recently a lot more was that Revlon dryer. It is so hot and it was completely frying my hair no matter what I do. So now that I have used this, and I still use all of the other products, my hair is 4 billion times healthier because it's not being overheated with the Dyson Airwrap. So I get the controversy around the price. Trust me, I do. I saved up for a hot minute to buy this product. It was a Christmas gift to myself last year, but people like to just get sassy and say, oh, well, there's something that's just like it for cheaper. And I'm like, there's something similar, but there is not something exact like this on the market. It does not exist. Not to say it won't in a couple years, but it doesn't right now. The Olaplex products you absolutely need to get. I did stock up on this today. I forgot to mention that. The Olaplex number 3 bonding hair mask and then the number 7 bonding oil are the two, like, I swear I hear everybody and their mothers talk about these. Now this one is a little bit of a high price to be such a small bottle, and I was like, excuse me, I think you sent me the incorrect size. And then a bunch of you guys DM'd me on Insta when I was talking about that, and you were like, girl, I've had my bottle for over a year and it still has a lot of product in it. So I use this every day. You can't tell. So I've had it for probably like a month now. That might be a little bit exaggerative, but I've had this for a hot minute and you can not tell at all. I've had this for about 6 months and I'm about halfway through. I don't use this every week. I do alternate between this one and the Briogeo one, but if you were going to get anything in the sale, Olaplex products, your hair will thank you. And then the last product is my newest friend. So to be fully transparent, T3 and Sephora did sponsor an Instagram post of mine today. They did not sponsor this YouTube video, but I want to just be transparent with you guys that this product was sent to me. But I have bought T3 products on my own with my own money since 2018. It was either middle or end of 2018, and I've always loved their stuff. But this is a smart curling iron. So basically when you turn it on, you are going to be able to tell it what type of hair you have, so fine, medium, or coarse. You're going to be able to tell it if you have color treated hair and or chemically treated hair, and it is going to set the curling iron to the correct temperature for your hair, because like me and my sister would not use the same heat to our hair just because my sister has dyed hair. And I actually discovered when I got this product that I now don't have to curl my hair on as high of a heat setting. Like, I used to think my hair would only hold curl on like the hottest of hot. You guys, my hair holds curl so easy with a lower heat setting, so it's not getting burned. I highly recommend checking out this curling iron while you can get it from the Sephora sale, because it's gonna be a curling iron that will save your hair from so much damage. All right, guys, and that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoy shopping the Sephora sale. I always love sales because they just are the time to stock up on the goodies. I hope you guys enjoyed this though. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go below and click the subscribe button if you are new here. Love you guys so much, and I hope that I see you in my next video.